Ho! What is up, you guys? My name is Blitzversion1 and welcome back to Changleing Tale! That's right, we're back with our fantastic run with Jesse. So, hope you guys enjoyed the last video. I know you guys probably did. And on top of that, the fun version, the spicy version, whatever like that, is up in my Patreon if you guys haven't went and checked that out itself. So, without further ado, here we go with some more fun times with our good girl Jessie. So, atop the ridge, I bask in the moonshine, licking my limbs in absent-mindedly bliss. Probably best not to think about how unsanitary that is. Jessie is less than at ease. She looks off in the direction of town, watching worriedly as twinkling lights scatter into the countryside. Torch bearers are finally going home, or looking for us. Hey, Jessie, you know, after everything, in spite of everything, I ended up having a wonderful night. She sighs and smiles. It's one for the history books. I don't know if I'm disappointed or relieved that this night's almost over. She's right. The faintest hint of light peeks over the horizon. I've had some long days, but this takes the biscuit, box and all. Jessie turns to me sympathetically. I'm sorry, Malcolm, but it's time. I nod, taking my tail in my paws, stroking it, hoping it's not the last time I'll see it. Thanks for the wild ride. I stand and take her paws into mine, a little nervous. So, how does it work? There's nothing to it. Try to center yourself, Malcolm, and focus on our grasp. With a little effort, I steady my nerves, and I know I'm in good hands. The magic that governs us may still be a mystery, but I do understand the power of our bond. I can feel it. Perhaps it's the heightened sense, or I've become tuned to the magic. Whatever the case, the energy swirling around us is not only easy to detect, it feels more alive than ever between us. That's the ticket. Now find the real you deep inside. Tap into it, Malcolm. Set it free. The real me. I search for myself, trying to find an instinct, a memory, anything to grab hold. Okay, I gotta save because I might flup this up. Love for Jessie. Standing there holding my companion's paws, I can only think of one thing. Her. How since I came home, Jessie has filled every moment of freedom and excitement. More than anything else, I want to be able to live happily with her. To this unfathomable magic, I make my wish known. Hey! Know thyself! I got a Chivo? I knew it. When Jessie and I are a team, nothing is impossible. Force reverberates through me, and I'm relived to feel the fur receding where Jessie's and my hands meet. But the ethereal winds that surround us were turning into a tempest. The reverberations grow into the same powerful tremors that shook Alana's house. Is it because of me? Am I a part of the solution or part of the problem? Our control is slipping. Our forms are snapping back like an elastic band. I feel conflicted and I don't know what to do. Jessie pulls her paws from mine and the tempest subsides. Still present, but the edge of perception. Sorry, I must need more practice. No, it's not. I don't understand. I can't will myself back. What do you mean? Whatever I used to grasp hold to return to human is that piece of me within. I can't find it anymore. It's gone. Her words carry a terrible finality to them. Don't say that. Remember, you're still you. I don't know what I am anymore. I think something changed when I saw Father. So it really was him? MacLeod Patriarch. My childhood memories of Owen are of a grizzled elder, stern, cold, every bit the opposite of my grandfather. But that ragged man at the pub, his face twisted by fury, he looked more ghoul than man. Aye, alive and, well, not well, so it would seem. She looks back up to me, defeated. I'm sorry, Malcolm. It's no use. And if I can't transform myself, I can't help you. Well, that's a relief. What? I wasn't ready to give up this phone just yet anyway. It's too much fun. The strong front I'm putting up for Jesse doesn't seem to be working. The truth is, it's sinking in for both of us that there may actually not be no going back. Your dress. You need it. Thought of that. I don't think it would do any good. Even if I did, I can't very well march back into the pub to get it, can I? I guess not. She stares off, lost in painful memories. Did I hurt anyone? For her sake, I choose to admit the scratch on my arm that seems to have precipitated all of this. No, just your father's pride and Bogier's wallet, when he has to replace all the broken furniture. Jessie smiles wanly at my attempted joke. I work harder to buoy her spirits. Well, we'll figure something out. I'm sure of it. Until then, we'll be wolves together. I'll finally be able to understand what it's like, and you'll finally have someone like you. A pack of two? Exactly. Sounds like the cat's meow, Malcolm. Or the wolves howl. Ha ha! Jessie laughs and joins in. We both lift our heads to the sky and sing our praises to the night. Our little pack of two. Feels natural, doesn't it? Aye, feels good. Jessie laughs. It's bound to put half the town on edge, too. Come, let's find somewhere we could properly hide and rest. Oh, so adorable! Jessie takes me further out of the clearing, a large boulder and hedges, crawl into the space even darker than the night sky. Holding on to me, she curls up in the dirt ground as a makeshift bed space. I join her and look into her eyes. I love you, Jessie. And I love you too. Aww. Her eyes closed, but the pain in them was plain to see. A pain I'd feel too if I let myself. Everything has happened so fast. A lost dream, a lost home. What good is the gift she's given me if we must spend it huddled under a boulder in exile? I listen to Jessie's breath steady in the rhythm of his slumber. Sleep taps at my back as well, and I don't pay attention. My mind has other plans. I'm not tired. I have work to do. A problem to solve. Hello, boys. Part of me wishes I were back with Jessie dozing away in our rock shelter. I certainly am not thinking clearly, but I am a man on a mission, out to save the woman I love, the body I needed back, the safety we both need so badly. She was right. It was dangerous to come here. I crouched behind some bushes at the edge of town and watched two figures leaning against a market cross. Lookouts. Tension fills the air. There are monsters on the loose. On my way here, I slipped past several bands of armed men fanning out into the countryside, searching for great, fearsome beasts. Hunting Jessie and me. I can't blame them. It wasn't far too long. I was the one holding the gun on the hunt. The sound of Bogier's rifle report is seared into my memory. That cannot happen again. For Jessie, for our sake, I have to somehow, some way, make things right again. Make them normal. Or as normal as humanly or animally as possible. Retrieving her dress, my clothes, finding Alana, I don't know the answer, but my search for the solution starts here. I just need to get past these guards. Act natural! I know that's probably a dumb thing to do, but I'm doing it. What am I doing? This isn't some raid behind enemy lines. I'm not some foreign battlefield. This is my home. And my God, I am Malcolm Campbell, son of Bruce, fellow resident of Auchnacrege, who has every right to walk through town square, should I so choose. I'm just hairier, fluffier. That's all. I'm no monster. Perhaps showing that to these men as a first step to reconciliation. I stand up straight and find my courage. It helps these men are unarmed and several degrees smaller than me. Ahoy! Huh? Who goes there? With a deep swallow, I start striding towards them. It's Malcolm! Lovely night for a stroll, eh? Malcolm, I thought you... A dangerous night for a stroll, lad. Didn't you hear? There are monsters on... Their faces pale as I step out into the shadows. Lose? My hulking form must look terrifying to the dim light. I'm quick to reassure them. Oh, no, not monsters. They're still your friendly neighbors. We just look a little different. Both men stare dumbfounded. The smell of fresh urine carries on the wind. Angus, it's talking to us. Crivens. I'm sure you have many questions. Stay still. I've heard Wolf's sight is based on movement. Angus, you bampot, it's looking right at us. Yes, my eyesight's just fine. Their own eyes scan me up and down in horror at the moment, become acutely aware of my lack of conventional clothing. The best I can do is doff my imaginary cap. So, as you can see, my lady friend and I seem to have lost our attire. I don't suppose you've seen a dress or a jacket lying around town anywhere. Bloody hell, Angus, now it's making me scared and uncomfortable. Should we call for help? No, that would be necessary. It becomes clearer that nothing I say will placate these two pitiful souls. How about you two just run along? Perhaps another night we can... They're already gone. Share a pint? I couldn't help it. I honestly wouldn't do that. I would, like... Favors of the bold. Yes! I'm blacking out. Oh, that was perfect. I couldn't help myself. What are you supposed to say in a situation like that? Like, seriously, you give an option to just walk out and say, hey, guys, how you doing? I'm gonna take that option. Oh, my God. I don't know if I'd actually do that or not. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't. Especially in this day and age, everyone knows that if someone were to come out as an anthropomorphic furry and actually be completely legit real, I'm pretty sure the government would take you, vivisect you, or find out what the hell happened and makes you tick. And that scares me. So it's like, until the world is more okay and open with something like that, it kind of scares me to try anything and attempt whatevers and blah-de-blahs to be able to try and achieve that type of form. Oh my God. I'm dying. So much for reconciliation. I sigh and carry on about my business with a weather eye on for interlopers. The town square and alleyways seem to be free of any discarded clothing. Perhaps they fell off in the Stag and Nanny. Sure, let's walk right in. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh dear God. The lights are on and I find it difficult to believe the pub is still open at this hour. I wrap my paw around the handle and pull. Sure enough, the door's locked. After my last encounter, I'm loath to knock. Surely there's another way in. There, the back room window. I claw my way up and wriggle through it in the Stag and Nanny supply room. Oh my God, that was fucking wonderful. My body may have grown, but it becomes lither too. I squeeze through the window with ease, and a few bottles rattle and I land on my feet. I'm getting the hang of this. Now what? Did Jessie lose her dress in the pub? For all I know, it's been taken away and left in tatters from the transformation. I flick on the lamps and look around. Perhaps she has a spare somewhere in her dressing room, or does it need to be that specific red dress to work? Scratch my chin as any man in thought, but my nails get caught in my beard. Beard? I just shaved last night. Ah, hair is everywhere. And your face. You need to see your face. Yes, please. Let's see your beautiful mug, big guy. Hell yeah. For the first time, I lay eyes upon my full appearance. Goodness. My golden eyes, long whiskered muzzle, and I lift one lip to reveal perfect canine teeth. Even my nose, so dark and spongy, I press it and it bounces back entirely too fun. These canine features notwithstanding, I'm a splendid specimen. My hand runs down across my front, over abdominals that are harder than cast iron. I'm even better toned than after my physical training. I have to remind myself, it's still me under all this fur. Yeah, here I am, unshaken by the view. How familiar it looks after seeing Jessie so many times this way. The view is commonplace, but the sensation, that's new. It takes me back to an old furry meme. That's dope as fuck, by the way. It takes me back to an old furry meme of a guy looking in the mirror, and he's touching the mirror, and it's his persona looking back at him, and it says, "This is what we see," or "This is what, you know," or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. I've got it buried deep in my hard drive. I just don't remember where. But it's really cool, and that's like, yeah, that's pretty much what a lot of us see. That's why we come up with our main OCs, our main personas, and that's how it happens, is because that's what we see in ourselves. That's, I mean, some furs take it way over bounds and way over deal. I've seen a lot of people share like role-playing messages and stuff like that, where it's like they take it way too far. And then there's some people who just take it at the right speed. So I'm one of those guys that takes it at the right speed. My heart skips a beat when a blonde specter. Hey, they changed it. It used to be redhead. And I pointed that out. Did anyone else say anything about that? I didn't read anything about the Discord, so anybody in the comments, let me know. I mean, I could try and comb through the Discord about it, but I remember back when Alana was a redhead. So why did they change her to blonde? I don't know. It was weird. My heart skips a beat when the blonde specter soundlessly appears behind me. My instinct, I whip around baring my teeth, and she flinches ever so slightly. I've never seen Alana flinch. Malcolm, please, behave. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over. Hey, you snuck up on me. Alana quietly closed the door behind her, trapping the two of us inside. I'm not sure if I should be terrified or relieved to see her. It's not my intent to frighten you. You needn't be afraid. I'm sure you must be very confused, but first I must ask you. She produces a drab, wadded in a pile of garb. My drab, wadded up pile of garb, and beneath that I see a flash of red. You collected our clothes. I suspected you might come back for them. Now, please, put yours on and I'll help you return to your human form. My vest and shirt hang open, unable to wrap around my hulking chest. Even unbuttoned, my pants strain under the pressure of my tightly packed flesh and fluff. Fits like a glove with a little help. I'll be able to transform back now, eh? Yes, but not because of those rags. You're just, for the sake of propriety, clothes do a much better job of concealing one's unmentionables than a thin coat of fur. Again with the riddles, my brow furrows, pinching my canine features. I'm in no mood. What do you mean? I risked my life and a limb to come back here to find these clothes, so that we could revert to our old selves. Now, give it here. Oh my god! With a frown of a disappointed teacher, Alana shakes her head. Unless Jessie's dress fall open, or rather what remains of it, it's shredded almost beyond recognition. Yes, reddened the clothes worn at the time of transformation can help you find their wearer of their human form, but I'm afraid this dress won't be of any help to Jessie anymore, not in this condition. I warned you both that this would happen if you carried on down this path. Alana drops the dress to puncture her point, and my hackles rise. Don't do assuming blame so carelessly. No one could have foreseen this. Fortunately for you, I foresaw it and crafted a solution for you and your lover's wolf problem. It's not a problem. It's who she is. It's not who you are. I flex my paws and look down at the tufts of fur peeking out from behind every hem. Since I transformed, I've never felt so alive, nor have I ever felt so close to Jessie. Maybe it is who I am. who I've always been. Maybe Jess just coaxed the real me out. Alana gives me a look of pity reserved for a schoolboy who simply cannot understand. Malcolm, uniquely in tune with Fey magic though you may be, you are, and God willing shall always be, human. You are no wolver. You are simply her lover. She approaches me, takes a clump of my fur between her fingers and frowns. You contracted her condition only due to these unusual and highly specific circumstances. Circumstances that I will reiterate I foresaw. Could she be any more condescending? Turning to Jesse's vanity table, Alana picks up a small vial full of blue liquid. Which is why I want you to take this. I accept the vial and she produces this and sniff at it. All I can smell is an overwhelming scent of Jessie's perfume and permeates her workstation. What is this eau de lait, love? Malcolm, it's a cure for the condition. The surprise hits me so hard I almost drop the vial. My canine tongue sputters with disbelief. An antidote? You had this since the beginning? Yes, please, be careful with it. I only produced 2, one for you and one for Jessie. The ingredients are hard to come by, so I'd rather not have to make more. Why didn't you give this to Jessie ages ago? I tried to. The night she was shot, she refused to take it on the spot, but she had it all along. Why wouldn't she? Because its effects are permanent. She pauses to let the gravity of that sink in. I gave Jessie a choice: live freely in nature as a wolf, or take this concoction and live out her dreams as a starlet. With you, the dreams she knew versus the dreams she was never knew she had. Malcolm, it hurts her so to have to choose. It broke my heart to see our Jessie so distraught. So I resolved to give her a chance, to risk offering a third option. Her eyes dropped to the dress puddled on the floor. Her dress could reliably contain her transformation. She could have the best of both worlds, sing during the day, roam free at night. But her power was on the precipice. If she became any closer to you, it would tip the balance. She had to leave. She was going to leave. It's not her talk of questionable magical rules that troubles me, nor the callous way which Alana seeks to govern another's life. I can even overlook the ceaseless blame she sets at my feet. No matter what you would have Jessie give up something she loves. Sorry, Malcolm, I never wanted this to happen, but it was the only way. Then you gave her false hope, the illusion of control, when in fact your intimacy only stoked the flame into a fire. It was only a matter of time before the blaze would get out of hand. You thought she could have it all. Now here we are, a farm boy turned monster and a dreamer who lost everything, disowned, exiled, and hunted. Her words cut deep and I can't meet Alana's eyes. I don't want to believe this is my doing. It's Owen's fault. It's no one's fault. I'll make things right. Malcolm, listen to me. Do you know where Jessie is? My voice is a croak. Yes. Then take the antidote. A vial for Jessie is in your coat pocket. The dose is not drunk. If the dose is not drunk, but taken the same way your condition is transmitted, through broken skin. Crush the glass in your hand, and you will be human again. Find her. Remind her of what you have both lost. Things may not go back to the way they were, but she will be safe. You'll both be safe from... The door crashes in. My heart races. My blood pumps hard in the hard night. In the hard light. All I can make out is someone wielding a large gun. That's a bagpipe. Oh God, it's Bulgaria. Alright, who's the damned fool broke into looking to pinch a barrel of drink? Alana stands squarely in front of me, protecting me. Oh, put the gun away, you brute. Miss Alana, I hadn't taken you for a problem drinker. I may yet be by the time this is all over. Who's that behind you? Alana steps aside, revealing the massive fur and claws behind her. I smile sheepishly as and suspect my grin comes across as a wolfish indeed. Bulgaria's eyes go wide. Good heavens, the beast! I'll save you, lass! He makes a lift to the rifle, but Alana firmly holds it back. No one needs any saving tonight, dear, especially not with your brand of heroism. Unrecognized, terrorized, I feel my throat choke. I have urge to cry, but I must quell. I swallow to manage to croak out a few words. Oh God, it's me. The publican takes pause. He squints into the darkness. Malcolm? The very. Oh, glad I could have shot you again. Bulgaria lowers the gun as Alana and I exchange a rare look to the mutual understanding. Please, don't fret about it one bit, sir. His eyes narrow as they shift to the lady in green. I should have known this witch would have had her hand in all this. What did she do to you and Jesse? I beg your pardon. Bulgaria, it's not Alana's fault. Already. I see my monstrous reflection in the school teacher's glasses. I may disagree with her on many levels, but deep down I know she's right. The fault is mine, and I will fix it. A faint smile on Alana's lips. Fuck you, Alana, I'm not taking this potion. That of a proud mother. Well then, since my meddling is generally so detested, I'll leave you two boys to your reunion. She brushes past Bulgaria, the green-robed figure once again dignified, noble, and immutable. Oh, and Malcolm, I politely insist that you take your medicine as soon as possible. As she turns on her heel, and a blaze of heat shoots through me, and I wonder if her witchcraft has placed itself within. Bulgaria is visibly shaken too. My boy, I think I feel the need for some medicine myself. Yes, a little liquid medicine would be fantastic. Yeah! That is an amazing shot. What a pitiful sight we must be. Two old friends drinking away the wee hours of the morning. One whose shaggy visage and imposing muscles might scare lesser men. The other, a werewolf. I raise a glass to my muzzle and lap its contents. Neither of us are thinking very clearly. We've had no sleep, and the pints don't help, but they numb the confusion. So, you and Jesse, always been like this? I shake my head and take it from the top, explaining once more everything I know. Quite a sight, eh? I attempt to laugh, but no sound comes from my smiling lips. Bulgaria, though, lets out a huge guffaw. Malcolm, she's done turned you into a wolf. I almost blasted you away again. Oh, I'm glad to you find this funny. Bulgaria laughs even harder. Funny? It's a pain in the wolf's arse. This is what it's been. Scared off half my clientele. For good, I suspect. And had to spend all night tidying the place. To cast my eyes around the room and admire his work. You wouldn't know it was the scene of a disaster, mere hours earlier. Bulgaria's laughs wane as he sighs. Aye, but more importantly, you're safe and sound. Say, what's it like being a wereman? Or he-wolf? What'd I call you? Just Malcolm is fine, Bulgaria. And Jessie? Where's my girl? Is she safe? Alive? Please tell me she's out there and you found her. Yes, Bulgaria, she's fine. Well, she's not fine, but she's alive. Injured? Hurt? I'll put any man in the ground who's hurt her. Nah, she's uninjured, just stuck. Stuck? In a hole? Tangled in brambles? I don't understand. I notice how hard I'm clutching both the vial and dress in my fist. I don't want to damage either. Neither of us can become human again until... I show him the vial and he stares hard at it. Ah, the medicine she was referring to. Yes, Alana is always on top of things. I can't attest to that, lad. Have you drank it? It's not taken that way, she said. Imagining the feeling of sharp glass in my paws makes me cringe. Anyway, no, not yet. Saving it for Jesse? Before I can answer, I hear another voice. Oh God, Walter. You have another one, Bulgaria. Another wolf person? How tremendous. Wondrous Walter. Oh, that guy. Oh, that's not the voice I need to do for him then. Oh, let me try that again. You have another one, Bulgaria, another wolf person. How tremendous! There we go. Wonder as Walter comes down the stairs, still in a night dress. He sounds jubilant. Pouring out a drink, my good man. I'll take a coffee black. This minute's a toast. Well, at least this guy's fine with it. Oh, wait, my mouse is on screen. Shit. Why don't you guys say anything? The surprise visitor catches us both off guard, and Bulgaria does his best to clean up his addled appearance and dutifully man his post behind the bar. Sorry, lad, our commotion must have been stirred the guest. I hiss back. Guess? How on earth is he still here? And he's got his monkey. Wondrous Walter at your service, traveling showman, Vandevalian, purveyor of all things mysterious, marvelous, and dare I say, furry. Isn't that right, little Nap? Oh, little Napoleon, I get it. The monkey speaks shrilly, a shoot of baffled look to Bulgaria, who shrugs. Hello, pleasure to meet you. No, the pleasure is all mine, young man. That was the most entertaining show I've experienced in a very long time. Walter steps closer, tilting his head to examine me. His ever-present primate partner leans out nearer still, sniffing at my scent. It was a bit violent, though, which is fine for the jaded city crowds, but won't fly in rural areas. We've have to tone down the attack scene. Examines me up and down in casual appraisal. I feel like I'm a prized pony on display. Now, how did you get this way? Were you born wolfish? It can't possibly be a parlor trick, can it? There's no costume provisions good enough to create your look. Despite the monkey, something tells me this man may be a few bananas short of a bushel. You're taking this quite in stride. Are you suggesting I should be scared? Walter pulls up next to me and gestures grandly as his life is one big show. Ha ha! Me boy, I've stared down a hungry lion's maw. I've been near trampled by a rampaging elephant. I think I can handle sharing a drink with a wolf man, particularly one as so tame as yourself. With an arched eyebrow, Bulgaria gives Walter his coffee. Two contenders vying for the title of the most manly adventurer. Has the barkeep finally met his match, Bulgaria clears his throat. Oh, God. Methinks the lad be saying that it's not eerie a day ye see here where a werewolf. I fucked that sentence up. Hey, when you're a traveling entertainer like me, you've seen it all, so-called monsters in all sorts. The moonchild of Liverpool, the pig-headed woman of Dundee, each turns out to be just the rest of us. Well, more or less. I heard such fairground chimeras are no more than clean-shaven bears, more often than not. This here, sir, is real magic. Walter reads the earnestness of Bulgaria's face and reluctantly continues. Why, did I mention that it was right here in Auchnacridge that my career took off? Before I performed here, I was not but a two-bit clown. Then I met this lady, and as Walter's words trail off, Bulgaria and I exchange a look. Well, trade secrets and all that, but she sure showed me a thing or two. After that, nothing really surprised me anymore, especially not in this town. Hi, it's good to be back. Expectantly, Walter waits for his enthusiasm to catch on, but Bulgaria and I are no naive audience, and I'm in no mood to be entertained. I know they must be going. Dawn is breaking, and you know how it is difficult to hide from roving mobs in broad daylight and all that. I stand up to leave, but Walter swiftly positions himself between me and the door. Yes, such boorish behavior mobs. The mystical shouldn't phase it, should amaze. Almost fucked that one up too. And sir, I am amazed. You and your girl are an impressive show. Her transfiguration stunt was unbeatable. I believe he was getting back to his girl now. I need to return this. The tattered dress feels fragile in my paws. I'm sorry. Its sorry state makes Wondrous Wally grimace. Oh my, yes, the entertainer. An entertainer is nothing without a proper costume. Ever the gentleman, gentle wolf. To return it to her, please. Allow my friend to make sure the coast is clear. Walter opens the door and a fraction of the monkey darts out of the pub. Meanwhile, the showman's body continues to block my exit. You are up. Monkey is well trained. The best! We dress little Nap up in the... Wait. Little Napoleon. The main guy for the game? That's clever! I just got that. That was good. That's a good little... That's cool, dude. Nice. Bonnie part and have him ride around on a Frenchie, striking terror into the hearts of the monarchs and melting the hearts of everyone else. Just like the real Napoleon, the little guy loves being the center of attention, lives in the same lap of luxury, and his namesake too. Oh, as his namesake. Walter winks at me, doing the opposite of putting me at ease. Aye, my primitive friend is merely of the troop just like any other, with all the benefits that entails, and the rest assured I treat my troop as I treat dearest family. Terror gives me a hearty slap which bounces off me with hardly a notice. Does he ever stop talking? I know you've other things on your mind, but surely that big snout of yours can smell an opportunity. Imagine it, the singing werewolf and her are... Can you play an instrument? Try as I might, I still can't tell if Walter is a fable eccentric, a con artist, or just a plain fool. Perhaps he is all three. I used to play the flute. Oh, werewolf, a flutist! Fantastic! I will work on it! The monkey scampers back inside and returns to his perch with a single loud screech, and Walter helpfully translate. That's the all clear! I don't care if the whole town is waiting for me outside the door at this point. I've had enough. Alright, thanks for everything, Bagheera, and thank you for your kind words, Mr. Wonders? Walter, please, here, take my card. With a flourish of his hand, Walter magically produces 2 small cards of paper. He places them in my coat pocket before finally stepping aside. One for you and one for your dazzling missus. Please get in touch with us as soon as possible. This is the act that we've got to tour with right away before anyone steals your secrets. Aye, we don't need any more wolf people terrorizing Bonnie Scotland. Remember your medicine, lad. Good luck. The monkey squeals shrilly agreement. I nod, check for both vials, and slip outside without looking back. Get rid of the vials. Give me that option. I'm doing it. I'm letting you all know right now. Where's Jesse? My breath comes to a quick shallow pants as I approach Jesse's makeshift den. The sun rising, the little cover between here and town, my best bet is to avoid being spotted was to run most of the way back. The optimist in me wonders if the townsfolk has given up their hunt. My soldier instincts say otherwise. Never let your guard down, Malcolm. You can't be too careful. When I reach the boulder underneath which we rested last night, Jesse is nowhere to be seen. I call out in an urgent whisper. Jesse! It's me, Malcolm! There's no response. Damn it! I was off in my head to try and steal a moment of peace at the Stag and Nanny. Now she's gone off to who knows where, or worse, been taken. I lay on the ground, tired, spent, and worried. What do I do? What's next? Best to wait here. If she is able, she will return, hopefully. I sigh and look at the red dress in my fist. The shoddy prize of my venture. Not just shredded, but filthy from the trek now. From the trek now, too. Though it still smells faintly of her perfume. A smell that permeates the den as well. I rouse myself and begin snuffing at the edges of our nest. To the south, I find what I'm looking for. An invisible trail left behind for the rare sniffer that can be detected. That can detect it. My sniffer. Clever girl. Well, yeah, how do you think wolves are able to track each other? They leave a scent. They mark their territory so they know. The morning fog settles thick here, but it doesn't obscure the way. My path zigzags with the scent like Pastor Ted returning to church after a few too many at Stag and Nanny. I must look more beast than man, shambling about the glen on all fours. It comes easily, feels natural. Somehow, instinct has taken over. My body may as well be an extension of my snout. Tracking down Jessie is all that matters. Malcolm? The soft, distant voice jolts me out of my trance. Jessie! Thank goodness she's all right. My heart leaps and I bound toward the sound of her voice. Malcolm, wait, stop! The shout startles me, stopping me in my tracks. I look around for danger, but only see Jessie's form gingerly making her way toward me through the mist. And there's a glint a few steps away. It catches my eye. Oh, shitballs, Captain. Crivens, Malcolm, I've been worried sick. So have I. We hug each other tightly and don't want to let go. Sorry, I thought I could, well, I don't know what I was thinking. What's happened here? Traps? Has it come to this, really? Yes, wasn't long ago that a band came through. I had to abandon our den. I watched them from atop the hills. Mrs. Langham's husband, the trapper, was leading them. A good tracker, and... Her eyes cloud over as her voice trails off. And... I think I saw my father with them. My stomach turns upside down to be hunted by your own flesh and blood. My God, Jessie, I'm so sorry. We need to leave, Malcolm. We're walking targets in the open here. The group, they're on a mission, I can tell. When I woke up, you weren't there, and then I saw them, and I thought... Jessie's eyes tear up, and my heart breaks for both of us. The worst. No, goodness, no. Sorry, scared you. I couldn't sleep, and I didn't want you to worry, so I slipped away to get this. I unclenched my paw to reveal a crumpled ball of red inside, and Jessie's eyes go wide. Malcolm, you mangy gawk! You risked life and limb for whatever scraps were left in my dress? When she puts it that way, it does sound quite foolhardy, but I shrug and bashfully as she takes the clothes from my hand. Just thought it might help, and I know it's your favorite ensemble. It resembles a handful of ribbons more than a dress. Ugh, I'll be needing brand new ensemble when this is all over. Not even Marion could mend this. Want to try it on? Oh, God. Here, now, are you off your head? I'm not sure these rags would even hang off my shoulders anymore. I know, but it was some trouble to find them. Can't hurt to try. Truthfully, I'm skeptical as well, but I want Jessie to exhaust every option before I mention what's in my pocket. Alana's solution. Reluctantly, Jessie slips into what remains of her dress and closes her eyes, concentrating. I can hear her exasperations in every huff and grunt she makes. A few moments pass and nothing changes. I take Jessie's paw, still unsure if my presence helps or hinders. Again, I can feel the energy swirling around us, but try as we might, it doesn't respond. Who fucking cares? Fuck them all. Malcolm, I appreciate you risking everything to get this, but it's just no use. The spark inside me is still missing. I just can't put it into words. I'm stuck. I'm nervous, scared. We're being hunted. Malcolm, we have to hide right away. But where? There's nowhere to hide. Not anymore. Not within this valley or among civilization beyond. We both sigh, Jessie with defeat and me from carrying the burden of what I must tell her. Your dress. I got it from Alana. Jessie brightens. You saw Alana? What did she say? Can she help us? She gave me these. Pull the vials out of my pocket. The shimmering blue liquid is a stark contrast to the fire of Jessie's red dress. Both colors reflect in Jessie's apprehensive eyes. No. I understand. Alana said you turned the antidote down before, but it's alright to change your mind. The situation has changed. People now know. They're after you. After us. No, Malcolm, you don't understand. I already made my choice. I told Alana that this isn't something I'm willing to give up. Duh! Not now, not ever. Nothing's changed. Jessie's conviction is unwavering. Even in the face of danger, it only makes me admire her more. I rally my own courage and put away the potions. Very well. figure out something else. Her expression softens, turning concerned. Malcolm, wait. This is my choice. It doesn't have to be yours. You didn't ask to be like this. No, I didn't. But it's a gift. I won't throw it away just because a few boars don't like how we look. I leave much unsaid. How liberating I feel. How being like this lets me connect with Jesse's on such an intimate level. After 4 years in the heart of peril, I'm no longer worried, even if I know I should be. A weight is lifted now, and with the blue liquid out of sight, Jesse smiles hopefully. All right, we need to hide until this blows over. Then we'll... Hold on. This could take days, weeks. What about Agnes? Gran must already be terribly distressed. How will she manage in my absence? We'll hide at her place then. Eh? I'd rather not drag Gran into this, but perhaps Jesse is onto something. Gran already knows about Jesse's condition and has proven to be an ally. The last place people would look is right under their own noses. If only Gran could keep her lips sealed around the Whist Guild. As I was saying, once everything blows over, we'll figure out why I can't transformation and get whatever help we need. After all, I can't be a starlight looking like this. Actually, you can! Here's Wally's card. He wants to sign you on as this. This beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous creature right here. Bless Jessie for keeping her dream alive, even when she thinks her ship has sailed. Little does she know. Funny you mention that, because I bumped into Walter the Wondrous One. You won't believe this, but he said he was impressed by your act. I expect Jessie to show shock, elation, horror, some kind of reaction to the news, but she seems distracted by something in the fog down the glen. Jessie? They're here. I sniff the air, detecting the faintest scent of man. They must be far away, unless they're approaching from downwind. Malcolm, run! Ah, I knew it! I knew it! I knew this was going to happen when I did another episode. I fucking knew it! Because I knew this only half of the chapter was out. Ah, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. It's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. This game is amazing still. I love it to bits. When the next part drops, I'm going to keep an eye on Discord. I keep saying that, but I'll probably forget. But just keep me informed. Because if I forget, I'm going to kick myself in the ass again. But still, I'm going to constantly say it. I love this game to bits. It's amazing. And it teaches you so much about yourself and so much about like decisions you'd make if you were in a situation like this. Like honestly, I don't know what I would do if I was in Malcolm's shoes and there's two guys patrolling or something like that. Would I walk out there and just be like, hey, how you doing? Or, I mean, I think if I saw it was like that and saw they weren't armed, I probably would do that to prove that I'm not a threat. I'm not going to hurt them. But if they were armed, I probably would sneak around them or try something like that, distract them and go the opposite way, something like that. But yeah, this game's amazing. I don't remember when they said the next part's coming out, or when you guys let me know that the next part comes out. But yeah, this game's amazing. I love it to bits. I knew this was going to happen as soon as I did this other recording. Not even an hour into the video and I hit the to be concluded mark. Which is fine. I knew it was only half of it. I knew it was only the first half. It's amazing. I love it to bits. It doesn't matter if it's only halfway and I'm just kicking myself in the ass because this could have been done a lot sooner. But that's fine and dandy because I love this game to bits and I don't care. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to play this to completion no matter how long it is. So even if it's 155,000 parts, I'm doing every bit of it. For you guys, for these guys. So if you guys want to go check this game out, Little Napoleons, the itch site is down in the description down below. If you guys want to go check out my Patreon, it's in the description as well. It's only got episode 1 of this on there right now. The uncensored version of it where it keeps the fun stuff in. Because YouTube is being a kind of a downer when it comes to stuff like that. Even when I censor and heavily edit stuff, they're still saying it's too naughty, too adult for YouTube. So whatever. You know, I'll do whatever they say, but at the same time, it's like, blah. But that is amazing. No animals were hurt in the making of this game. Well, I kind of hope so, since this is an animated type of game. So thank you for playing. You are very, very welcome. And you are welcome every time. This game is amazing. I love it to bits. Malcolm will return. Well, he freaking better in that furry badass form. And you guys better give me the choice to either take the vial or smash it to bits on the ground, because I am smashing it to bits on the ground. I'm letting you all know that right now. If you give me that choice, I'm not turning back human. I don't care. If I was in that exact same situation, I would do that in a freaking heartbeat. I would tell Alana to shove it right up where the sun don't shine, and I would be done with that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. And of course, if you're new, subscribe, notification bell, all that fun stuff for any time I do things. So, all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, see you in the next one. Hey, and peace out.